What's going on, everybody? Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone tuning in, watching this video all around the world. I hope everyone is having a fantastic day. My name is HEX Crypto, and today we're going to be checking out the HEX price on the rise, guys. It's time to wake up and smell the crypto, because it's getting to be that point in time where you got to stop sleeping and start waking up. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and drink myself a little bit of coffee right here. Speaking of, guys, I just recently hit 555 subscribers and on the rise. Thank you so much to everyone who has shown love. Click that subscribe button, left a comment, join the live streams. It means a lot, guys. It's greatly appreciated. I'm very thankful to be a part of this community, to be growing with you, and looking forward to just growing further in the future as well. Definitely feel Delta. Sorry, the pup's about to bark and I'm trying to stop him. Definitely feel free to click that subscribe button, click the like button, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you like most about the content that you're seeing. Do you like me whenever I dive deep into blockchain analysis? Do y'all like it when we just have a conversation? Or do you like it to where we actually have folks on? Either way, we bring it all to you on this channel. So if you appreciate any of that content and any of that information, then definitely do yourself and myself a favor and click the subscribe button. Means a lot. Delta. All right. What's going on, vets in crypto? Bang, bang. Let's go. Hoorah, Semper Fidelis, my boy. We got Crypto Gains Club 369 in the house, showing some love as well. I appreciate that. It means a lot. Thank you so much. And let's kick it off, guys. Again, I hope everyone is having a fantastic day today. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a historic day, right? We know it's Martin Luther King Day. We know it's the dream where it's the day that he gave his speech. I have a dream. And so for shits and gigs, I just want to go and do something similar. Today, I want to talk about the dream that I have. A dream that one day all the labors of every effort that you're putting forth will be revealed. I do believe in the power of manifestation. I do believe that your thoughts become a reality. I do believe you put these thoughts into the universe to make it happen. But not only that, you take action to make something happen too. And to everyone who's lasted through this bear market, it's been a crazy time. Not saying the bear market's over, but damn, it's been a long time already, right? If you sat through, it seems like it's already gone in the blink of an eye when you look back at it. But sometimes when you're sitting through it, it can seem like it's taking quite a bit of time. So for too long, guys, we've been working hard. We've been putting in all this effort. You don't necessarily see all the fruits of labor, the fruits of your labor, given to you right away. You don't necessarily see what's going to happen. We don't know what's going to happen. We're planting seeds right now. We don't know if they're going to grow to be something incredible. So we've been putting in all this time, all this effort. We dive in, we want to learn, we try to understand, we try to grow, and every single day I feel like we get closer and closer. So it feels like sometimes it goes unnoticed, and I don't want any one of y'all to feel that way. Thank you so much to every single person who has started, who's been a part of me growing this channel, who's been a part of your own journey as well. Every single time you've bought the dip, and it seems like, man, I don't know if I've made the right decision, and you don't really have anyone there in your corner to say that, like you made the right decision, or you just got to give it time, and you got to look at the quality over quantity type deal, right? That is all going to be changing essentially, because one day, guys, all that's going to change, right? The dream that I have is one day all of us are going to look back, and all the efforts and all the labor that you've been putting forth are going to be shown to you. Every penny that you've invested, every amount of time that you've spent, every minute that you've consumed some content, every time you've learned some more information, you've grown, you've developed. While it may not be apparent to you right now, give it time, guys. Give it time. The labor of your efforts will be revealed. And of course, we know that to be the case. I dream of a world where all of us, can see all the hard work that every single person's done. Now, that's not always going to be the case, right? Some people take to different themes in different areas, like Twitter, and some other folks are taking to different metrics, like merchandise, right? Like this little gear here that you see, right? Like that was created by someone in the community who's putting forth the effort. People are putting together events. People are getting together and just spreading the good word of what we talk about, which is Hex, Pulse Chain, and Pulse X, the Richard Heart ecosystem. And those people, while it may not seem like their efforts are going or that they're going unnoticed, right? They're not going unnoticed, guys. Even if it's just one person right now that plants a seed and you get to spread that positivity to the next person who you get to meet, and you get to share the joy and everything like that, and they just it's almost like it just continues to spread, right? It's this positivity of emotion that we have flowing through our community. And I want everyone to come back to that, right? I want everyone to have that where it's we're all here together. What's up, Gabriel? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Appreciate everyone tuning in. And yeah, and so like I want that to be the case, right? I want it to be seen where, you know, all these people can get a shout out and all these people can get heard, and you just have everything happening within our community, right? It's an absolutely amazing community that we're in right now. And I don't want it to feel like it goes unnoticed, right? We have people in the community who are building websites, for example. We have other people who are doing everything else, like spreading the good word. Like the Pulse Tube, for example, is a perfect example of this, where we literally have it showing people who are constantly streaming, new streamers who are in our ecosystem. People are, my stream's not up there. Why? Anyways, I digress. I get distracted pretty easily as soon as I start looking at stuff. But that's what we're talking about, right? Where sometimes everything that we're doing right now, it seems like it may be going unnoticed, but that is definitely not the case, right? I know every single one of y'all who have come into this chat, shown the love, you know, you've shared this information, you've shared my content on your own social media page. It means a lot, man. It really does. It means the world to me. I'm looking to be at the biggest YouTuber, you know, that brings this positivity back into our ecosystem. I know for some odd reason we seem to focus on a lot of negatives, and I really just want to get away from the negativity, bring back the positivity, bring back the joy, bring back the excitement, bring back hopium. And that's what Hex Price is giving back in the community right now. You know, with the recent announcement of private testnet on Pulse Chain right now, V3, it's really bringing some hopium back into our community. You can see it clearly within the Hex price. I mean, currently today, the Hex price is sitting at 2.8 cents, right? And it's been rallying up pretty slowly over the last few days, but at the same time, a pretty decent move, right? So like, let me just kind of show my screen real quick. Give me 1 second. Damn, it's snowing like crazy here. Just driving home from work from 5 a.m. till 6 p.m. Woo-wee, Gabriel. Well, I'm glad you're getting off work. Can I turn this just a little bit? Does that make it too dark for me? Yeah, it still shows up in my glasses. All right, whatever. Take my glasses off. So, yeah, hope you're being safe, Gabriel. That's a crazy thing. You know, like I'm here in Texas, and you know, up in the northern part of Texas, you may get some snow every now and again, but where I'm at and the location I'm at, it's so rare that we get snow. When we do get snow, it's a freak snowstorm that, you know, locks us all in. So I hope you're staying safe. I hope you get to relax. You know, kick your feet, you know, kick your shoes off, kick your feet up, and enjoy the rest of the day. Enjoy the rest of the evening, Gabriel. You've been an absolute pleasure being in here. We got Vets in Crypto. Keep grinding, brother. Of course. I'm going to continue to do this. I do a daily stream live every single day. Normally it's at noon. I had to make some adjustments to my stream schedule. We're going to see if this works for the setup. Trying to get ready a little bit faster was odd for me. I was like, oh my God, I got to get ready. It's like this, you know, you had this little panic mode type deal setting in. But you know, that's just part of how we do things, you know? So let's pull this up here. Let's share my screen and show you what we're talking about here with the actual hex price doing its thing. Look at the green candles, man. Love it. Love seeing green candles. I mean, heck, even since the 3rd of January, well, let's call it the 4th of January, we started seeing some green candles. And I'm just going to kind of do a quick measure. So we started seeing some green candles all the way up to today. If you bought on January 3rd, you're already up 60%. That is incredible, right? And I want everyone to keep this momentum going. This is a phenomenal opportunity. I know people are still wanting to get the price to dip back down, and should it dip back down, I personally have limit orders in place, but I want to keep seeing it rally up, man. I love seeing the green candles. I love seeing it because it brings this positivity in our community that really just exuberates itself. It shares with everyone. It starts like getting it's so what up, more hex? What up? Yeah, exactly. It starts bringing this vibe, this energy where you just start, you start talking with your friends again about hex and everything like that. And it may be too early, right? You don't want to get everyone's hope up too early, but that's what we're here for, man. And my goal is really above 3 cents. Once we really start cusping the 3-cent level, that's when I think we're really going to start seeing some bigger movements happen up until about the 5-cent range. I'm just kind of kick that down a little bit so you can represent the hex logo. Yeah, so you would start seeing, like, once we pass that 3-cent level, right, then we got to get past the 5-cent level, and then it's off to the races. I know we've checked out the Uniswap price before, but this is just a quick little reminder, so that way for everyone who hasn't seen it already. Love seeing these green candles, man. Definitely an absolute blast. No, 3 cents is definitely not far. So if I come over here to the liquidity area for HEX versus USDC, the primary trading pair with HEX, you can see the current price is the red line that we're sitting, and it's not, I know we're at 2.8. Did it drop? I don't think it did. Just because, yeah, 2.79. Okay, cool. Fair enough. So it is correct. So 2.79 is the current price of HEX. Anything to the left is sell orders. So these are people who already have limit orders in place to sell their HEX. We can see that we don't really have anything that kind of holds us back once we get past, this 3-cent range. We have very low sell orders, should I say. And then once we hit 3.2, 3.5, we get a little bit more resistance, probably pushing it back down to 3 cents. 3 cents has been a level for us, a key level that we have resistance and support at. So as we start going up in price, we end up hitting some resistance against the 3-cent level. As we start going down in price, once we pass the 3-cent level, it flips over and becomes support. And that's what we're looking for, because then we got to pass really about 4 cents, and then we kind of go off to the races where we really don't have anything happening until about 5 cents. And once we pass 5, guys, man, that's whenever sky starts opening. Look at that, 5.3, and then it's just low sell orders here. So if we get a big market buy, push us past, eat up all this limit orders and liquidity, just scoop it all up with someone who's just coming in and ready to get back in the game again. We got so many people sitting on the sidelines with so much bags of USDC and stable coins with DAI, and man, they're just ready to get back in the game. So I'm excited to see what they start doing. We dive into the wallets whenever we start seeing some action as well. We want to know what's going on. We want to know who's buying. We want to know what they're doing. Are they holding? Are they selling? Are they staking? And we dive into all that here with the channel as well. So appreciate that, more Hex. What up, what up, what up? Love seeing you in the chat. We got Gabriel saying we going to the moon, and that's a fact. Like, man, once we pass 5 cents, man, it's the sky's the limit at that point in time. That's when shit will start getting crazy. If we're already close to 3 cents and we just have an announcement of private testnet v3, I can't wait to see what happens when testnet v3 goes public. Woo-wee. Yes, we're going to be playing with it here on this channel, so if you want to tune in and be subscribed and not miss out on the content, be sure to click that notification bell as well, turn it to all, so that way you don't miss out on any content that I post. Being that I stream every day, you just have to set yourself a daily reminder, or catch the stream later and leave a comment. Let me know you're a part of the replay gang. Now, we have seen this before, but we are essentially, this is the 9 EMA crossing the 15 EMA. We've seen it before where typically when that does happen, it flips over into a bullish momentum. So this color right here is the 9 EMA. And guys, I'm colorblind. I'm semi-colorblind, so forgive me if I say wrong colors, but I think it's green. This is red. I could be wrong. I don't really care. This one right here is the 9 EMA versus 15 EMA. And essentially what we're trying to see is once we flip that, we end up getting bullish. We've seen it again. It almost went back down. It almost started falling, and then Richard Hart does what he does, and he's like, hey guys, here's a picture of a teaser for private testnet v3. And everyone's like, watch out, fuck yeah. And so we start getting a lot of bullish momentum again. Typically when this does cross, we do get some bullish action, and I'm just looking forward to continue to see this bullish action continue. I think the next level of resistance that we will hit is probably right here in this range, which we're basically already essentially getting to. We're probably going to bounce here for a little bit of time if we do end up bouncing in this range because of the limit orders around the 2.8 to 3 cent level that we just looked at. Once we pass 3 cents though, this little line right here, we flip it as a support, and that's whenever we start going up and start flipping it as support, bouncing up again for higher and higher numbers. So that's what I'm looking forward to seeing, continuing this little momentum, continuing this action as well. And of course we got some sellers, of course, as always, but we got some buyers. So let's take a look at who's doing what right now. And let me, it's because I'm zoomed in so far on this chart right here, it's not necessarily showing it the right way, but that's all good. All right, so if I come over here, this is deckscreener.com. You can see the current people doing what they're doing. We have 196 buyers, and I'll zoom in just a little bit more. We have buyer volume at $1.9 million. We have seller volume at $1.7 million. You already know if we get more buyers than sellers on the volume, then we get the green candles, and that's what we're seeing. We have 250 buys out of 226 sells. And we also have 196 buyers versus 100 and whoops, I can see I covered my screen up just a smidge. We have 196 buyers with 164 sellers. So some of these people are trading. Some of that, you know, is naturally going to be happening, especially for people who are trying to figure, you know, they can get in for a quick buck, possibly make a good 10-20% on their money within, you know, some hours in some cases. Crypto is very volatile. It can easily go the other way. I do not recommend going with the trading method. It is not good for your health. It is not good for your soul. It's not good for your relationships. Trust me, been there, done that, and it puts a strain on everything in your life that you just do not need. Personally, think there's much better ways to get stuff done, such as limit orders. So if you have a particular goal that you want to sell at without having to stare at the market the whole time, then set yourself a limit order so that way when the price reaches that number, it sells. Just like we see it on these Uniswap pools right here. These are limit orders for folks who are saying, I'm going to sell when the price reaches here. That is so much easier for your soul. You don't have to worry about, is the price going to keep pumping? Do I sell? Do I not sell? When you make emotional decisions, you make wrong decisions. That's just as simple as that. But guys, because remember the 5 Ps, proper preparation prevents poor performance. When you over here not making the right preparation, when you're over here not planning ahead, not having a strategy, not executing the strategy and committing to a strategy, you make emotional decisions, and emotional decisions will get you wrecked. Think about it like you have an argument with someone, and imagine that argument starts getting a little bit off the rails and you start getting a little bit heated, emotional with it. Sometimes you'll say some stuff that you cannot take back. And in the heat of the moment, it may feel like you were winning, it was the right thing to do, but then you just cost yourself a relationship that could have been something that could have been glorious and great over something so simple by saying something emotional and saying something in the moment. Please do yourself a favor and hey, fuck yeah, I see it right here. All right, cool. Let's just see this right here. Yeah, 3 cents, not that far. Shit, maybe end of the week. I don't know. Orion says, I love some green candles. I do too, Orion. When we start seeing these green candles come through, it is per T, right? It is per T. When we start seeing this action start happening, look at the green candles. Green. When we start getting days back to back, woo This is a glorious thing. Now, this is actually considered to be a, oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank on it. Engulfing, doji engulfing oh my gosh, why am I drawing a blank? Anyways, it's because this little candle right here for the red candle is actually in between in like a little sandwich pattern, where this one actually fell below and above. And so it actually is a bullish action momentum as well. So people are looking into these metrics and these little technical analysis. And again, I forget the names of it at this point in time, just drawing a blank at this point for whatever reason. I just haven't said it in forever. But that's actually a bullish candle right there. Not only do we have the price going up, but we also have that little nice little doji engulfing. God damn it, I'm drawing a blank on it, but you know how I do, guys. We just have some fun. We talk about it. I'm not a financial expert by any means in terms of giving you financial advice and telling you what to do, because that's not my place. I just share the information that I see in front of me, and you got to make that decision on your own. Put on your big boy pants and say, I will make this decision to buy or sell or not do shit. Sometimes not doing anything, if you're already in crypto, could be the best thing ever. If you're not even in crypto right now, now's the time to start learning, because damn it, we're damn near the bottom of the bear market. And if we aren't at the bottom of the bear market right now and there's still a little bit more pain to go, the upside potential for your reward is so much greater than the risk that you're going to take essentially right now to try to start getting invested into quality crypto products. That's where you have to start looking. Don't just look for the next meme coin, the next hype cycle. You're going to get wrecked in those. You're going to be holding the bag for someone who got in 4 months ago and now the price is rallying. They're selling at this price. You know, they're selling at some prices here. Anyways, just get ready for it. Start learning. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. Say it back to back to back to back. Maybe end of the week. Yeah, maybe we do see 3 cents at the end of the week, Gabriel. Maybe we see it sooner. I mean, heck, it's Monday, folks. I think we could easily pass 3 cents in Monday. You know, like if you look at just the measurement of every single day that we've had so far at this point in time. If I just come over here, this is one day we had a 26% measurement right there. If we look at the next day, we had a 12% gain right there. We look at the next day, or I'll even go, you know, over here. We had another 12% gain. And again, so this is just looking at where it is right now. And so far today, we're up 5.41%. If we just continue doing that same little metric over here, and we just kind of anticipate that we might go, you know, close through here and go back up to 10%, well, we just cussed 3 cents. You know what I mean? It'll be right there in that little range. Yeah, right in the 11% game. And I see that happening if we continue to go with this bullish momentum. God forbid we have Richard Hart come through and say Pulse Chain Testnet V3 is live on public. Oh, fuck. We're going to see some green candles come through. People are going to be getting back into HEX because it's probably going to be the best play in order to swap into Pulse Chain if you miss Pulse Chain, for example. And you got to start planning on all this, guys. Like, what are you doing when Pulse Chain launches? What is your preparation that you're doing right now so that way you know when Pulse Chain launches, this is what you're going to do? You can listen to everyone's articles. I think something I took from the Marine Corps was you learn from your leaders and you pick and choose things that you absolutely love about what someone does ahead of you and above you. And then you can discard some shit that someone may do that you don't like, that you say, I won't do that going forward. Whenever I reach their position in leadership, I won't do that myself. You have to pick and choose these items, right? And these items that I'm picking and choosing are what I'm doing when I'm looking into people's wallets. I'm trying to see what action they're doing right now. I don't necessarily have to agree with all their actions, but I can learn from what they're doing. That's the preparations that I'm making right now. So that way when Pulse Chain launches, I can see here's what they're probably going to do. I'm going to be doing the same analysis when Pulse Chain launches. Hey, what are these whales and sharks doing, right? I don't have to do exactly as they're doing because I'm not in the same position as them. I don't have the same funds as them, and you don't have to make the same decision. But you can come up with your own investment thesis, and that's the planning and preparation you should be doing right now today. Today, don't be waiting until you actually have Pulse Chain launch. What was the biggest percent in 24 hours you've ever seen in HEX? I think that was when the God Whale entered, if I'm not mistaken. So if you go over here to this chart, and this is all log, so it's probably going to be, I think it was this candle right here, because this is on, oh, this is weekly. Switch it to the day, and let me just kind of zoom on out real fast, because this is, you know, showing from 2021. All right, so if we just kind of come over here, and I know it's tough to see because obviously it's zoomed in pretty freaking far, but it was probably going to be in this action area over here, where this is like a 1-day candle, and it was probably in the early days over here. 121%. I don't know if that was exactly it, and I don't know if I got the exact measurement on that. I feel like I need to zoom in. Zoom. Okay. Was it this one right here, I believe, that I just looked at? 120% was one of the measurements in 1 day that you got to see. When did the God Whale? God Whale was right about, I forget when the God Whale entered. It was before Big Payday, and it was before all that. I wasn't around in the early days of HEX, so I missed this. I believe this is when the God Whale entered, because the price just started doing crazy stuff when they started getting in. It was a 500% increase in a span of 6 days. So I mean, a good 5x of your money in 6 days. That's freaking massive. You know what I mean? Like, and guys, we got this money sitting on the side right now. Yeah, I think this was it, because you can see the volume when it happened, right? This is volume down here. Oh, and I see we got Gabriel's comment over here just covering it up just a smidge, but this is a volume indicator down here, and you can see like when that happened, dude, people just got hyped. It was like, oh shit, and then people were just selling, buying, doing all sorts of stuff. But that was probably going to be the biggest in 1 day. We'll say it was about 121%, a good double of your money in 1 day. We had this candle as well. If I measure this one, this was 140%, so that was again a little bit more there even. And then I think that was probably going to be the biggest in 1 day, if I'm not mistaken, because I don't think there's ever been, yeah, and then we started going down and down and down. But that's because we have pulse chain announcement, pulse chain launch, you know, not a pulse chain launch. We already know how that whole story went. And you know, to everyone who wasn't around back then, you kind of missed that whole time frame. But yeah, at this point in time, that's what we're seeing, what's happening. Those are from the early days of HEX, right? And that was some early times. So Gabriel, it probably was about 140% in a 24-hour span. Now again, this is going off of dailies, so like 24 hours could mean, you know, noon to noon, or it could mean 6. But this is from the close and to open, or the open to close of a candle for a day. That's what I'm looking at. Vets in Crypto says like, share, and subscribe. Dude, listen to Vets in Crypto. Listen. Speak the truth. Preach it. Let's go. Vets in Crypto, I appreciate that. Like, share, and subscribe. Definitely do me and yourself a favor. Crypto Gains Club 369 says, oh, Randy H gave you a shout out last night, ATX. Man, I love Randy. He is freaking so incredible. He's so awesome. I love what he brings for our community. He brings a whole different perspective. He definitely isn't a maximalist, but damn, if he doesn't preach the good word of HEX correctly and share what is just truth, I'm a big fan of his work. And if you aren't subscribed to his channel already, then definitely do it. I didn't think he was going to be doing a stream on Sunday. As a matter of fact, I didn't realize that he did streams on Sunday. I thought it was Monday through Friday. So that's interesting. I missed the stream last night. I'm definitely going to go back and rewatch it, of course, like I always do. And most of the time I'll just kind of lurk in the background. But, you know, if you're like me and you wanted to get a little bit more involved, you can start making content yourself. You start having chats in the community. That's kind of how it all started for me, right? I learned about HEX. You start figuring it out. You do your own staking mechanisms from everything that everyone has kind of shared and taught you and you know, shared with you, and then you have to come up with your own style of what you want to do and what you want to get out of it. And you know, I started hitting up like telegrams, and I would just listen to those little things for a while, and then I would just stay in the background and hop on these streams and just stay in the background. And eventually one day, I mean, here I am fucking streaming, you know what I mean? Like, that's incredible. I never thought there would be a day where I did. Not only that, I'm fucking streaming with almost 600 subscribers, folks. Like, guys, thank you so much to all the love y'all have shared all the love that you've given. I'm at 562 subscribers right now. That is incredible. The goal is to be at 600 by the end of the month. Help me get to that goal. And definitely it means a lot to everyone who does subscribe and actually comes back and tunes in. I don't want to get through fake subscribes and just hit up a Telegram and say, give me all the subscribes so I can be at 1,000. I want to have this grow organically like it's done and like it is. Have everyone come in through on these live streams and grow and have some fun with together. Crypto Gains Club 369 says, yeah, we going to the moon. Facts. Vets and Cryptos saying the good word as well, that Randy did in fact mention myself. Yeah, I love Randy, man. He's so cool. He's so freaking cool. He's just an incredible person to be having in the community, and shares the good word of many other projects. If you're interested in not just HEX, and you're interested in maybe some minerals like silver, gold, and all that stuff as well, he shares it all, right? All the commodities. He's not just in crypto or stocks or anything in one area. He's making it, but like he said, he doesn't have diamond hands. So Hex saves him from himself, and just like it's done for so many other people, myself included. Vets always good seeing you and everyone in the chats. Yes, Crypto Gains Club. Likewise, brother. Hoorah. Trying to get my name like Orion. Okay. Try my name like Orion. Gotcha. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Orion is the actual constellation as well, who points to the North Star. That was something I was kind of taught. Did I say Orion? If I did, it was just because I was just kind of reading it. I would normally read this as Orion. That's funny if I did say that. Like, thinking back, I probably did say it as Orion. Don't know why. I was just saying it out loud or whatever, just kind of reading it phonetically, but I would normally say Orion for sure. So, because it's just like the constellation, big fan of the constellation. It's one of the few that I know, and it points to the North Star whenever it's winter. So if you ever lost, that's something you can always get back your little compass without having to know where exactly you are. Vets and Crypto giving that good old muscle. Yes, sir. Of course, yes, exactly, ATX. It's called Swimming with the Whales. Crypto Gains Club says it's got a name, Swimming with the Whales. I'm kind of dabbling with the dolphins. Well, you know what I mean? That's what I like diving into. The whales are a whole nother beast of an ecosystem. When you're a whale in any ecosystem, you have so much control over so many things that if the whales wanted to, they could just tank any price in any project that they're in, because they have that much pull and that much power. Now, granted, the wealth would be redistributed, it would come back up, but at the same time, that would be a massive event. So like, swimming with the whales, I'm learning from the whales. I'm dabbling with the dolphins, you know what I mean? The dolphins are kind of more my cup of tea, where it's like, you're gonna have it, they have some money, they've done some good with some investments, and what are they gonna do with that investment going forward? That's kind of where I start learning from as well. Privacy. All our sacrifice wallets are public. Move to a clean wallet, use privacy bridges and swaps. Yeah, so all the sacrifice wallets are definitely public. So if you don't like your information being out there once Pulse Chain launches, start setting some stuff up now, right? Get yourself a Treasure, get yourself a Ledger, get yourself a wallet that you can have on a secure system setup. So that way when it does go live, you can essentially just move stuff over into a new wallet right away should you want to, should you feel the need to. Now, for a lot of folks, they don't really care because, I mean, for the most part, no one knows who anyone is. A lot of folks aren't sharing their wallet address and saying, this is me, this is who I am. And for those folks who are, you're a brave soul, my friend. Because, I don't really care for people to be looking and monitoring every single activity that I do per se. But in terms of an overall metric to see what people are doing, it's a great resource to be able to dive in. There's no names on it. There's no ability to know who's who. So unless you're naming your wallet and doing all that good stuff, the chances are you've already got a little bit of privacy and anonymity. But again, that's a good little message right there. Crypto Gains Club says, great advice. Of course, it is definitely great advice. Time in the market is better than timing the market. Yeah, you're never going to time the market. You're just never going to do it. You're never going to buy the exact bottom. You're never going to sell the exact top. You're always going to be, if you are trying to time the market, you're always going to have a doubt in the back of your head no matter what. And it's because you should have a doubt. Why? Because there is no way to freaking time the market. So if you're like, dude, this is the bottom, you know what I mean? Okay, I'm going to go in here. Typically the price is gonna punch you in the face and it's gonna say, hey, I can go lower, my friend. And they usually do. Usually whenever I buy, the price starts dumping. So you can see on the days that I bought, it's over here where the price just starts dumping. That's why I stopped buying market orders, man. I started doing limit orders. If they fill, they fill. So, you know, that's a great way to have it. You start doing limit orders to sell as well. It's another good way of trying to have a proper planning and making sure that everything is actually in a correct situation for you. Because, yeah, the chances that you actually came down here and it's like, okay, 0.17 is going to be the very bottom. Hell no. There's no way of knowing that this is in fact the bottom. Hopefully it is. We got a nice little W shape. We got this little bounce off the 2.4 the 2-cent level. So we broke the little line of resistance and support. I mean, we came back up, we almost retested, we came back up, we broke through it again, flipped it down as support. So now the 2-cent level is looking like a good support level for us. So should the price start dipping back down, I'm seeing the 2-cent level to probably end up being a support level again. Should it break through 2 cents? Yeah, we don't really have much. It may get down to 1.7. We have limit orders in place. It may go lower to 1.4. And I think I have another thing down here that says we're probably going to go down here if it does dip down. No way of knowing. There's literally no way of knowing, right? All we can do is just look at what's available in front of us. Because guys, if Pulse Chain gets announced, any news of Pulse Chain, V3 testnet goes live, Pulse Chain announced goes live, like any news of Pulse Chain, HEX can just go freaking straight to the rocket moon, you know what I mean? So yes, time in the market is gonna be way better than timing the market. Not only that, you can stake your HEX. Why do you want to stake your HEX? To prevent yourself from wrecking yourself. Because time in the market is way better. So if you have a plan to be in this market for years, we'll say at least 2 to 3 years, then maybe you set yourself up a stake so that way you go out 2 to 3 years, right? Maybe go longer. You get to make that decision. But the reason why is because if we're in a bear market now, the bull market's going to come back eventually. And when the bull market does, we typically have a 3-year bull cycle. So if you're planning for that to be the case, then plan for probably a 2 to 3 year stake. Why? Because when it ends, the chances that that thing is in profit is going to be massively higher than if you were to stake for 60 to 90 days in the market that we're in right now. It just doesn't make any sense to do something so short. I hope that makes sense to everyone. Yep. So while you do the time you spend searching the market, swimming with the whales. Yeah, exactly. Hexander says, like your style, ATX, breath of fresh air. Thank you, Hexander. Yeah, I didn't really know what I was gonna bring whenever I first started the stream, right? It was that like, I see everyone else come with all these different things, and you got things like K4K coming through and him dropping so much knowledge. That was back when Gerardo was doing his thing and dropping so much alpha and so much knowledge. Jake Sharp was coming through dropping knowledge, and I was like, fucking hey, dude, these people are just like insanely informational. And so I was like, I'm already doing this kind of research myself whenever I would look into, for example, who's selling what they're doing and why they're doing it. That was something I was already doing myself. And I was like, shit, I can share this information while I'm streaming. And that's kind of where I started finding out my little niche, if you will. I still don't know the exact one. I've played around with some AI. I've tried making some AI videos and adjusting some HEX music videos with stable diffusion. That was a fun little thing, but a pain in the ass. And the amount of time it takes for stable diffusion to make a video, my gosh. You were just sitting there in front of the freaking computer making sure it doesn't go to sleep. Pain in the ass. Anyways, long story short, definitely thank you so much, Hexander. Vets in Crypto, RH, or RH, that's funny, his initials are also RH. Randy Hilarski is standing up his Patreon. Yeah, so I'm trying to, I was actually thinking about possibly doing a Patreon myself. Sharing the spreadsheets through Patreon. I don't know for sure. I have a profit taking spreadsheet. Speaking of, I might as well share that real quick. So this is actually the most recent update that I have with the profit taking spreadsheet that I have going right now. You can enter in all the basic information like how much you have invested in a particular product. Say we're in HEX right now and you bought it at the current price of 2.7 cents, and then the price ends up going back up to, we'll just say, 8 cents, for example. It'll give you an idea of the actual multiples that you have as well. It'll give you an idea of the actual multiples that you have. So it'll say, you know, it's done 3x during that time. It's done 1.57 doubles. If you take 5% every single time the profit hits a double, then so far you would have taken $500 in profit. Again, this sits on the side. I'm reinvesting the profits that you make back when the prices dip 60, 70, 80%. I'm planning right now for these strategies because I want to have something that I can implement, especially when Pulse Chain goes live. We aren't going to get liquid loans at least for 30 days probably, is the word on the street. So liquid loans is a strategy that I'm probably planning on implementing myself. But until it implements and say like within the first 30 days it goes and does a 50x, for example, I want to have something ready so that way I'm not sitting on the sideline trying to make an emotional decision. Do I sell? Do I not sell? How much do I sell? What do I do? So this is a good little tool that you can type in and say, here's what the price is. Here's what it does. Here's how much profit you can take if you take just 5%, for example. Here's how much profit you can take if you take 10% every time the price doubles. And this is a little breakdown of how many tools are remaining. I actually updated this as well. I added a new tab right here, and it's going to calculate a lot more information a little bit easier and faster. So it's got all the asset over here. It's got the initial investment. You have the initial price, of course, with the current price, how many coins you would have bought, and it fills in all this information. I'll have to color coordinate everything, but say, for example, that we have the current price at 2.7 cents. It'll fill in all this information, how many coins you have, and then you can come on over here. It'll say you would have taken $314 in profit should you have gone and taken some profit, and how many coins you would still have remaining if you took just 5%. If I bump this up to 15%, for example, it'll do all the calculations for you. It'll still tell you how much you have invested in dollar value. And this is something that came from a $5,000 investment. It's gone and, you know, gone up price just a little bit. You've taken some profit and you still have this amount sitting in the sideline as well. Really good stuff, right? And of course I'm constantly tweaking this up right now. I actually had this to where it actually pulls the price, it imports the information from CoinGecko. I don't know if that's something that I can implement on all the coins because half of them don't even exist right now. And once Pulse Chain launches, we don't know if they're going to be listed on those type of coin tracking websites. Hex price. Let me just fix that. There you go. And so, yeah, I mean, I'm playing around with all this stuff. I have profit taking strategies right here. I have a transaction entry amount down here. As we keep going through the spreadsheet, you can actually see I go through and I say how many gains calculator, if you just want to kind of figure out 5, 10, 25, 50x, what it looks like, what it does to your money if you don't take any profit, for example, in this chart. If you just want to type in stuff yourself, you can see everything and it does all the math for you automatically. So that's what I got going on right now in terms of the profit area. And yeah, looking to bring that to the community somehow, some way. I don't know the exact way that I'm going to do it at this point in time, but I am definitely, you know, figuring that out as we progress through this year. Sup, ATX? What's up, Sweaty? How you doing, my friend? How's your 2023 so far? Man, my 2023 is great, my friend. I'm enjoying 2023. We got a blast of we got bangers happening within the ecosystem. We got positivity coming from everybody. I've kind of got away from Twitter. I think that was a lot of red noise and a lot of white noise and all the nonsense and blah blah blahs and that kind of stuff. And you know, if I do hop on Twitter, it's probably just for like 5 minutes just to see what's going on, see what's happening, see if someone says anything interesting. Other than that, I'm kind of staying off those social media platforms and just focusing on growing, building myself, making myself better, better health, better wealth, all the good stuff that you can plan on. And 2023 is definitely going to be the year to be bringing that as well. So I wish everyone health and wealth for 2023, wealth and prosperity. Let's go 1K. Yeah, let's get to 1K. Fuck 600. What are we talking about? 600 subscribers. Let's get to 1K. Like, let's fucking do it. Everyone who's tuning in right now, if you haven't liked already, definitely leave a like on the video. Means a lot. Gets the video content out there. Lets everyone know that you're appreciating the content that we're making. And if you're just sitting in the chat, you might as well just click that like button. It doesn't hurt you at all. Staking save me as well. Yes, Vets in Crypto. Staking is the purpose of HEX. A lot of folks have kind of lost the sense of purpose on what HEX is for, and they're looking for maybe a quick cash grab on it or something along that line. I think we have a lot of folks need to get back to what HEX is, and that is for a staking mechanism to, and again, not everyone needs to do it, don't get me wrong, but I think for the majority of folks who are brand new to this ecosystem, they may not even know about the staking mechanics of HEX because they're hearing about Pulse Chain and they're being told that the best way to get into Pulse Chain is to get into HEX. And of course, that's a great little starter for a lot of folks, you know, for people just getting in. Awesome time, great price. You're going to get a lot of HEX for a little low price. And again, you have to imagine a year ago this time, you know, prices were sitting in the ballpark of like, you know, 50 cents, 30 cents, you know, so you're already getting it at a massive discount. And so I definitely see it as a great opportunity. But yeah, staking is why HEX was created. It has an entire purpose so you can actually earn more yield because you stake. Just because if you're going to hold an investment and you're going to hold it for, we'll just say a year, 2 years, 3 years, and you don't anticipate on staking, then you're playing this game wrong. I'll just say that straight up right now. Because the idea behind HEX is that, one, you can lock it up so you don't do something stupid like make an emotional decision, sell your whole bags when the market's going down, sell your whole bag when the market's going up, and maybe it does a 10x, but then you miss the next 10x because it goes and does 100x from the time you entered. Well, that sucks because you could have turned what was 10,000 into $1 million, but instead you took $100,000 in profit. That's good return on your money. A 10x on your money is phenomenal, but then you just missed out on $900,000 because you didn't wait, right? And so by staking, you actually have the ability to earn more yield just by locking up your coins, and you choose the time frame that you want to do that for. Everything you do in HEX is by your decision. No one's going to force your hand to do it, but definitely start learning and looking into what staking means. Staking has saved me, saved many people in the community. Vets in Crypto is one, but there are numerous other people who can say the exact same thing as well. Moonmut, thank you so much. Love your streams. Thanks for all you do for the community. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Cash Up Cash saying, yo, 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 yo. Happy Monday, ATX. Happy Martin Luther King Day as well to everyone. We got DCA is away saying from Vets in Crypto. DCA is, in fact, away. And, yeah, Denise says, you're a natural. I'm listening to you while I clean the house. Denise, thank you so much. You're such a doll. Like, that's so awesome. She had me pulled up on her TV the other day while she was, you know, watching, and that's so cool, right? Because, like, guys, I still do the same thing with other streamers in our community, right? And so to be in that field and that point of view, it's man, it's just all love. It literally is all love to every single one of y'all. Thank you so much for all the comments you share, for everything that you have. Vets in Crypto says everyone should learn basic chain analysis, perhaps a stream to teach the peeps. Yeah, maybe I should do a stream to teach the peeps, and that's something that we can definitely look into. I think a good chain analysis little tutorial is something that a lot of folks can learn, because obviously I go through and do it myself, and sometimes I just kind of flow through, and especially with the way I do things, I bounce around from point A to point B sometimes, even to point Z, and then coming back to point B to D. You know, so like just because of the way I do it can be a little bit confusing, but if I probably set up a little bit of time to, you know, focus on how to properly understand chain analysis, yeah, you definitely might get some learning lessons on that too. Vets in Crypto says, oh yeah, liquid loans. Oh, hell yeah, on liquid loans and haunted strategy. Power City's auto compounder does support liquid loans and the different strategies for sure. That's awesome. Yeah, and so like I have my own strategy. That's another, like, guys, you want to talk about spreadsheets, man. I got spreadsheets for days when it comes to that kind of stuff. But that was already something that I had planned on doing. So I have this little sheets area for myself, and these are some items that I've been kind of putting through. This is one of them here, and I'll share it for a brief second. Someone made this one, and I just kind of tweaked up a couple things in here just because, you know, why not? So this is actually a liquid loans little strategy thing right here. So you can come over here, type in all the information. It'll tell you how much you have, the number of PLS that you start with, your initial sacrifice price. Now, a lot of this I'm going to kind of adjust from sacrifice price because I want to make everything from the price when Pulse launches, right? That's what I really think. I want to pretend like I don't even have the sacrifice amount and just pretend like it's brand new. And I think you know, Warren Buffett says it best. Like, the best thing you can do is just pretend like you have nothing. And again, that's a paraphrase of what he says. Don't quote me on it. Don't quote him. But that's a paraphrase saying, like, again, sometimes the best strategy you can do is just pretend like you don't have it. And that way you continue to buy it. Because if you ever feel like you have enough, then you start buying other things just because you're like, oh, I reached my goal of XYZ or X amount of however much you want to get to. Then, like, you know, you start focusing on other stuff. And like, why would you start buying the shitty thing when you can literally go continue to buy the best thing, right? And so a lot of folks don't understand that. But yeah, this is a good little area right here. Whoops. What are you clicked on right now? I'm moving the prices up and down and I don't know what I'm clicked on. What are you clicked on? Okay, this is Haunted's liquid loan strategy that I went and tweaked. Yeah, so he had his own strategy. Did I make my own adjustment over here? Yeah, this is a whole different thing that he started doing. But yeah, I have about 4 different liquid loan sheets that I've been adjusting and playing with because, again, like that's what I love doing. I enjoy it. I enjoy it for sure. Yeah, Vets in Crypto, nice profit strategy. Yeah, something. You got to have something, right? I learned the lesson from myself and watching how much my bag grew to in 2023. What is it, stuck on something? Am I, like, my mouse clicking something? I feel like it's trying to like leave the page and a whole bunch of other stuff. Anyways, but yeah, I watched my bag grow to like, watch it grow quite a bit. And then I watched it fall to next to nothing, right? And I'm right there with everyone. And I'm like, well, that sucks. Because now if I want to buy some more HEX, for example, I always have to keep coming up with dry powder. And that's okay, right? That's not a bad thing to do. I'm not saying that it's not the way that you should do it. But like, I was like, dude, why? I had the ability to where I could have taken X amount of profit and I still would have had way more HEX at that point in time, and I would buy it once it starts dipping 60, 70, 80, 90%. If we know dips are in the game, then I need to come up with a strategy. And so I started bouncing these little ideas off my head, and I was like, what happens if I do 5%? What happens if I do 10%? What happens if I do 20? You know what I mean? Like, so some people will go with the strategy to just do once the price doubles, they take out 50% profit. Why? Because they get their cash back, their initial investment back, and then it's playing with house money. That's a strategy that I would do whenever I was trading stocks, whenever I was, you know, trading any shit coins, whenever I was doing some swing trades. It's a strategy that you like get ingrained in your head. And I was like, I don't want that ingrained in my head. So I need to come up with a different strategy that I can figure it out, right? And so I don't do any of the swing trades. I don't mess with stocks anymore at this point in time. I don't feel like it's necessary, especially when you have the highest appreciating asset man's ever seen with crypto. Not only crypto, fucking HEX is phenomenal, right? And again, I'm not a financial advisor. You got to make your own investment decision. If you choose to buy, it's on you. Don't blame anyone else for what you do. But this is a little strategy that I started coming up with. I was like, dude, okay, so say you just started out, and you know, I do 50,000 sometimes, and you get 1.8 million at the price now. Look at what you would get, guys. 50,000 back then, when the price was freaking, I'm just gonna say 40 cents. Whoops. You would have only gotten 125,000 tokens for $50,000 at 40 cents. People are buying this too. You would have only gotten $125,000. That's not, I'm not saying that's wrong. I'm not saying that was a bad idea to do, but now I've learned that you don't buy when the price is fucking running up like crazy. Because now when you see the price here, you can get so much more for the same amount of money. You get, oh my god, I'll do some quick math on this. 125 divided by 1851852. Oh, did that one backwards too. 1851852 divided by 125. Yeah, 14,000. Oh, yeah, 14x more coins. That is a massive amount of additional coins for the same exact investment capital of 50,000. That's not a bad return of your money right there, because you get so much more at the current prices, guys. And if you can scoop up as much as you can right now, you can make so much easier decisions when it comes to a staking ladder. You can make so much easier decisions when it comes to setting yourself up going forward in the future, right? Like a plan that I'm planning on doing, and I'll just share with everyone, is and one thing, yeah, I'm gonna make it so that way like everything's all pretty and it's all like a dashboard and all that. There's so many things that I have planned in my head that I just need to actually implement, right? But hi baby, boys are right here. Intruder alert! Go get mama. Yeah, we can. Give me just a little bit. You have to leave at 90. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's not even 11:30 yet. You just home early. Yep. Nice. And yeah, guys, this is an absolute. Sorry, the wife just came home, so I had to make sure everything was all good with her. We got to go take pups for adventure time, as a matter of fact. So it actually helped with me needing to push my stream up forward. We're gonna take pups out on a nice little adventure today, as it is a beautiful day here in Tejas, and nice like 65-degree weather. To everyone who's out there, I want you to be jealous if you're freezing cold. Hopefully you're staying warm, but that's why we live here in Texas, right? Much easier weather year round. But yeah, I want to have a profit taking strategy so that way I know what to do, right? Because imagine you got to buy here, but imagine instead of doing that, you sell on the way up, and then you have this profit sitting on the side. And once this profit's sitting on the side, you then reinvest it when the price falls. That's what I plan on doing, right? South Texas is 85. Damn. Bets and Guru says, oh yeah, you're an Excel pivot guru. Nice. Yes, the community needs more of this. Top Gun has put out a similar sheet. Good stuff. Nice. I don't think I've seen Top Gun's sheet yet, but you know, I'm always willing to check it out and see what's going on. We got a beautiful weather of 85 degrees in South Texas. Absolutely phenomenal weather. Yeah, that is gorgeous. Gorgeous. But guys, this was a phenomenal thing that we got going on. I want everyone to know that everything that you're doing right now is not going to go unnoticed. Every decision that you're making right now, while it may not be easy, I know that together we can make the dream a reality of prosperity, right? We can literally have the Hexagon dream where we all become, you know, prosperous and wealthy, and we get to do whatever the fuck we want, whenever the fuck we want. It's a phenomenal thing, guys. So let's commit to working hard, right? Let's commit to never giving up on the efforts. One day, everything will get noticed. Everything will be revealed, right? All the people who are in your ear right now whispering that crypto was the wrong idea, that you made the wrong decision, Like, they're gonna see one day that that every effort that you've put forth and during this time will be here, okay? That all this will be revealed to everyone. So I want everyone to remember, come together, let's work together, let's make this a dream, let's make the dream a reality, manifest positivity, put happy thoughts out there in your life. Let's do everything we can to get out there and have an absolute blast with each other. I am going to be hopping off today. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. My name is ATX Crypto, and I will catch you in tomorrow's stream. Be sure to like, subscribe, and if you're still watching the stream right now, leave a comment after I click the end of the subscribe button or after I click the end of the stream, so that way it gets everyone going. Catch you in the next one. Peace.